Hey there, plant enthusiasts and farming enthusiasts. Get ready to dive into the mesmerizing world of gardening and farming with me.
Hey y'all! Isn't it just the best time of year? Everything is blooming and bursting with life. It's the perfect time to get outside and get your hands dirty. Whether you're an experienced gardener or just starting out, there's always something new to learn. And today, we're looking ahead to the future of gardening. We're talking about the hottest trends that are going to be huge in 2025. I'm excited to share some fresh inspiration with you. This isn't about throwing out your old gardening gloves. It's about finding creative new ways to make your outdoor spaces even more beautiful, sustainable, and full of life. So, grab a glass of sweet tea, get comfy, and let's dive into the top 7 gardening trends that are going to rock your garden in 2025. First up, let's talk about the Modern Meadow look. This trend is all about embracing a more relaxed and natural aesthetic in your garden. Imagine fields of wildflowers swaying in the breeze, buzzing with bees and butterflies. That's the kind of vibe we're going for here. Now, when I say meadow, I don't mean just letting your lawn grow wild, although a little bit of controlled chaos can be fun. Modern meadow gardens are all about intentionality. Think about it. Drifts of colorful native perennials, like coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, and asters, all mingling together in a beautiful tapestry. These plants are not only gorgeous, but they're also incredibly low maintenance and beneficial for local ecosystems. It's like creating your own little piece of wild nature right in your backyard. One of my favorite things about this trend is how easy it is to personalize. You can choose plants that attract your favorite pollinators, like butterflies or hummingbirds. You can even add in some ornamental grasses for texture and movement. And the best part? Modern meadow gardens are incredibly forgiving. They're not about perfectly manicured lawns and hedges. They're about embracing the beauty of nature in all its wild and wonderful glory. The next trend is making a statement with bold colors and textures in your garden. There's something so joyful and inviting about a garden that explodes with color. Think fiery oranges, vibrant fuchsias, electric blues, and sunny yellows. Mix and match different hues and shades to create a unique display. Texture plays a huge role too. Incorporate plants with interesting foliage, like ferns, hostas, and succulents. Add elements like decorative stones, gravel, or recycled materials for visual interest. It's all about having fun and seeing what amazing combinations you can come up with. Now let's talk about a trend that's close to my heart: water-wise plantings. With increasing awareness about water conservation, it's more important than ever to be mindful of how much water we're using in our gardens. But here's the thing: water-wise gardening doesn't have to mean sacrificing beauty or style. In fact, some of the most stunning and low-maintenance gardens I've seen are designed with drought-tolerant plants. Think about it: succulents, cacti, lavender, Russian sage. These plants are not only gorgeous, but they're also incredibly resilient and can thrive with minimal watering. And don't think for a second that water-wise gardens have to be all desert vibes. You can create lush and inviting spaces with a variety of water-wise plants that will add color, texture, and fragrance to your yard. One of my favorite things about this trend is that it's not just good for the environment, but it's also good for your wallet. By using less water, you'll be saving money on your water bill. And because water-wise plants tend to be low maintenance, you'll save time and energy on upkeep as well. It's a win-win all around. Okay, y'all, let's talk about living fences. Now, this is a trend I can really get behind. Living fences are exactly what they sound like: fences made entirely out of plants. They offer a beautiful and natural alternative to traditional fences, and they come with a whole host of benefits. First of all, living fences provide privacy and security, just like regular fences. But they do it in a way that feels so much more organic and inviting. Instead of staring at a cold, hard fence, you get to enjoy the beauty of a lush green wall. Living fences can also help to reduce noise pollution, improve air quality, and even attract beneficial wildlife to your yard. And the best part? You can create a living fence using a variety of different plants. You can go for a classic look with evergreen shrubs like boxwood or holly, or you can get creative and use a mix of flowering shrubs, vines, and even small trees. The possibilities are endless. Plus, I love the idea of using plants to create a sense of enclosure and intimacy in your outdoor spaces. It's like creating your own little secret garden hideaway. Chapter 5. Now, more than ever, folks are realizing how important it's about creating gardens that are in harmony with the surrounding environment. Chapter 6. In today's fast-paced world, it's so important to have a space where you can escape the hustle and bustle and just relax and recharge. And that's where mindfulness and sanctuary gardens come in. These gardens are designed to be peaceful and contemplative spaces where you can connect with nature and find a sense of calm. Now, there's no one right way to create a mindfulness garden. It's all about incorporating elements that bring you a sense of peace and tranquility. For some people, that might mean adding a water feature, like a fountain or a small pond. The gentle sound of water can be incredibly soothing and meditative. Others might prefer to create a cozy seating area where they can relax with a good book, or simply enjoy the fresh air. And then there are those who find peace and solace in the act of gardening itself. No matter what your personal preferences are, the key to creating a mindfulness garden is to be intentional about the design. Choose plants that evoke a sense of calm and serenity, like lavender, chamomile, or jasmine. Incorporate elements that appeal to your senses, like wind chimes, bird feeders, or a fragrant herb garden. And most importantly, create a space that feels personal and meaningful to you. Chapter 7. Y'all, there's just something so special about a bouquet of fresh flowers. They instantly brighten up a room and bring in a touch of the outdoors. And you know what makes them even more special? When they're homegrown or foraged. That's right. The last trend on our list is all about embracing the beauty of imperfection and creating one-of-a-kind floral arrangements using flowers that you've grown yourself or gathered from nature. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Foraging? But I don't know the first thing about identifying edible plants. And that's okay. You don't have to be an expert botanist to create beautiful bouquets with foraged materials. Start by looking around your own yard and neighborhood. You'd be surprised at the variety of beautiful flowers, grasses, and seed pods you can find right outside your doorstep. Just be sure to do your research and only forage for plants that you can positively identify as safe and non-toxic. And always ask for permission before gathering anything from private property. Foraging for flowers is not only a fun and sustainable way to enjoy fresh blooms, but it's also a great way to connect with nature and appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are the top 7 gardening trends that are going to be huge in 2025. From modern meadows to mindfulness gardens, there's a trend here for every gardener, no matter your style or experience level. I hope this video has inspired you to try something new in your garden this year. Remember, gardening is all about experimenting, having fun, and creating a space that brings you joy. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these trends are you most excited to try in your own garden? Let me know in the comments below.